So the Cascade Pass in Sahale Glacier Camp area in Washington is legendary. For nearly 10,000 years, Cascade Pass was used as an indigenous travel and trade route through the northern Cascades. Then later came the gold and the copper prospectors, following many of those same pathways deep into the mountains. Now, the name Sahale, it comes from the Chinook dialect, referring to a high place, and it is. I mean, Sahale Glacier Camp, it sits at 7,600 feet high above the northern Cascades with just 6 designated tent pads. So a pass to camp here is one of the most coveted places, most coveted permits in the nation. It's second in Washington, right behind the core zone of the enchantments, and somehow I landed one. So I headed up there to see if Sahale Glacier Camp lives up to the legend. So I went a couple thousand feet up over the pass to Pelton Basin Camp. So 4.2 miles, a couple thousand feet. This is kind of what the pass looks like. You just, you come up from the parking lot and you're just looking up there at these big peaks and you think, man, those are high. I hope I don't have to go up there, but then you do, and you get to the sign, Pelton Basin Camp, and it's pretty nice down there. They have this cool little cooking area that they've built, and then brand new bear boxes. I mean, those things are sweet. And you hike down to get water, and this is kind of what it looks like. And really, I think most people probably just go down there to get water, but man, that was where you want to hang out. So I went down there and just chilled, and then I came back the next morning and I brought a chair and I just watched as the sun came up and the colors, and it was just awesome. And I look for this thing where the sun starts to hit the top of the peaks and they turn orange. I call it tiger stripes. And then you see the tiger stripe as it kind of makes its way down. So I look for that, and I was just swatting mosquitoes off of my face and just enjoying how beautiful this area was. Oh, and then I took a deep breath and I thought, man, I got a long climb up to Sahale Glacier Camp, so I better get a start while it's still cool. So I just packed up and just took another deep breath and just enjoyed being here for the last few seconds, and yeah, then it was time to go. So I'm planning on about 4 hours to get from Pelton Basin up to Sahale Glacier Camp. So you have to climb from Pelton Basin back up to the top of the pass, and it's just beautiful. The wildflowers, the fireweed was kind of at its peak, there were marmots. God, it was just gorgeous. And then you start going across the Sahale Arm, and oh my goodness, there are just views everywhere you look, and it was just stunning. But you're climbing up and you're enjoying the views, you're getting above timberline, and then you look straight up there and you think, I think I have to go all the way up there. No way. And you do. So you just start climbing up it, and it's a slog, and then you hit the scree and it just gets crazy. Calves are burning right now. This is so steep. Almost there, I think. So then you get to camp, and it is staggering. And this is where I camped. You see my tent there? That little thing on the edge? Since I got up there early, there were 2 of these spots that were just really better than the other ones. And this is from my tent pad, just looking down on the mountains. And then I got my first visit from a mountain sheep. And there are quite a few of them up there, and they kind of make the rounds, and I guess they're not friendly, but, they aren't mean, and it's kind of cool. And then you see, a sheep with the mountains behind it, as if the view already wasn't good enough without a sheep there too. Like, insane. And they just kept making the rounds. They would come to say hi. And then we got some clouds, and I thought, oh, maybe we're gonna get some rain. That would be crazy there. But then those blew out, and then you could look and you could see, oh wow, that's one of the forest fires. Luckily, the smoke was blowing the other way, and then the sun started to set, started to get a little colder, but you know, just went out and started filming, and the colors came out, and it was super clear, and it just felt like it was just so lucky to be up there and so fortunate. It was just so peaceful. I mean, you can see from the pictures here, this is just insane. So I took some last pictures and then just got ready to climb into the tent for the night. So when I was in the tent, I kept poking my head out as it got just darker and darker because it was so beautiful. I didn't want to stop looking, but the wind picked up and it was terrible all night. But I climbed out of the tent to take pictures of the Milky Way. It was unbelievable from up there. And from one angle, I could see the forest fires. I've never seen anything like that before. And then from the other angle, I was up kind of high, climbed up so I could see my tent down there with a light on. So the Milky Way, it was amazing. Whew. So it was kind of a long night. There was heavy winds, a lot of sand blowing into the tent, and it was cold. But now we're up this morning, and the tiger stripes are kind of on the tops of the peaks, and it's pretty. Then the wind died down, and I was taking some time lapse of the sunrise, and you see the sun just hitting the tops of the peaks, and then the goats came out. You'll see right here, this time lapse. There you are, goats. Amazing. Such cool footage. With the sun just creeping down. This is kind of where the tiger stripe started. Just a still image, and then this is the panning view from my tent pad of just what it was like that morning. It was starting to warm up, and again, the wind had completely died down, and it was amazing. It's one of those places, it's brutal, but it's also so beautiful that you kind of want to stay there forever, but you kind of don't. So again, I just couldn't get over these goats. Again, if the view was already not good enough, and then you add goats to it, staggering. And I think even they like the views. I mean, this is one of the little babies that was just standing there, just scoping it out, just enjoying the morning. Yeah, I think I want a baby goat. I was thinking about just grabbing one and stick it in my backpack and running down the mountain. Kind of part steam locomotive, part toilet. Best outhouses in the world. Whew. That guy literally, like 5 seconds ago, just walked right up the side of the trail on that berm, right by the ledge, and just parked it right there to take a nap. Let's see if there's a way around. Oh, good. Nap is over. Nap time over. And there is my bear. Hey, bear. Oof, that's amazing. Whoa. Let's see where this guy's gonna go, but it looks like he's coming my way. So, and now he's running. Good. He'll run out of the way. God, that is amazing. Ooh. I'm just right here. So go away. Go, yeah. Get out of here, bear. I'm over here. No, go back. No. I think that bear was way too familiar. Like he was just coming at me and he wasn't scared. And when I was talking, didn't scare him. Like that was a big bear too. Wow. I'm glad he's gone. I think he's gone. I'm gonna try and put some steps between where he was last and where I am now and where I think he's going. So, was Cascade Pass and Sahale Glacier Camp, were they legendary? Did they live up to the hype? I would say definitely yes. So beautiful, so insane. You're talking the views, the glaciers, the goats, like it was awesome. But like all things like this, most of them, there's a stiff price to pay. So the uphill, the wind at camp, etc., was kind of gnarly, but you weigh it all out and it was definitely worth it.